and my welding isn't perfect, but I feel like I'm getting better. If I had to self-critique this, I would say I burned it in just a little too hot, but functionally these are going to be great. Earlier I had mentioned that this part was sitting kind of crooked like this and that we need to raise it. Turns out that this is fine. This, in relation to that, is flat. This pocket, however, along with the central piston, sits kind of crooked, so the entire rocker arm is sitting angled one direction or the other. And I think the easiest method to fix this, what I've come up with anyway, is I'm going to enlarge this hole to the point where this new cross pin can go through it with some play. This is the original one, so you can see they're very similar, but one is longer. And then make, using some steel stock, some what we'd call scab plates that I'm going to weld on there, with this holding it in place. And what this will do is allow me to get the alignment done perfectly. So I'll actually weld this in place on the drum itself, or at least I'll tack on the scab plates with the rod in the center of it, and then take it apart, get it welded and cleaned up. I expected when I welded this for the holes to shrink. I didn't expect it this much. Just gonna go ahead and remake that part. It worked for what it needed to work for. Clean this up a little bit with the grinder. So the rocker arm bushings that I welded on, I think they worked just as planned. The cam and the roller fit together quite nice. This drum, it does the same thing. They both work as they're supposed to. The master screws work, and their ball bearings are meeting a hardened plate. They turn easy. I'm also happy with how the master screw guides turned out. I had to make those little skinny Teflon bushings. They fit nicely, they fit snugly, which isn't a perfect fit, but it does not rattle and it doesn't spin, which are the main goals.
And the other main goal is there's no metal on metal contact. The pedals feel okay. There's still some work to be done on those, but I feel like I can start moving up the frame now. Other to-do list items eventually, and when this happens, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to make new springs. I think that'll make an interesting video. I want them to be stronger than the existing springs so they really lock in the pawl into the ratchet. Might make a few little bits and pieces that are on the pedal board themselves, but none of those are critical. If I really wanted to right now, I could put the bowls in, put these together, and call it done. However, they won't function as well as I think I can get them. So there's a lot of work to do, but I feel like this is a very important milestone. The drums are functioning now. So the next step is to make the tuning gauges, and I've already started working on those over the past year, but I think now I can actually really get to work in the shop, make the parts, put them together, and I believe that'll be the next video. Thank you again to those who are subscribed. Maybe I can convince you to subscribe if you haven't already. To my Amazon wishlist supporters, I appreciate you all. It helps a lot. And thanks for watching.